The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was AI and the arts, because I think not only is AI helping with decision making, and you can see that because it helps with the speed of decision making, but there seems to be this sort of push towards replacing the artist, replacing the imponderable. There's something you shared with me in the office a while ago, and I must admit it's amazing. And I do want to. I've got something just to play for you for a second.
In the heart of Oxford town, there's a man you want to know. Mark Robert shows his name, and his expertise does show. He's the CEO of the labs, where knowledge is the game. With B2B data in his hands, he's earned a solid fame.
Now, okay, enough. What that was, Mark, do you want to tell us what that was?
Yes, that was a very humorous piece of music written by one of my colleagues. But when I say written, it was completely written by AI. So all that my colleague did was, first of all, ask ChatGPT to produce a song about Mark Robertshaw in Oxford. Now, the latest version of GPT was able to then go to the web and actually find out information about me live on the internet and base the song on that, which is in itself, I think, is incredible. The second part of it was then to run those lyrics through another piece of AI software, which generates the music and the singing using an AI voice. So, we're in incredible territory here where you can, with no actual input apart from somebody's name and their location, produce a whole piece of art, as you say.
Okay, and this is my question: is a whole piece of art, because I have been a musician in the past, and I just want to give this a little critique, okay? Yeah. Because I think on the face of it, the song is certainly better than anything I could ever write. It's Maybe. Been a long time since I've written punk songs in the 70s, but anyway, what we've got here is musically, it's very clean, it's very poppy, it's definitely got a kind of Rick Astley type of thing, so artistically, and we could probably get up and dance to it, okay?
And also you remember it afterwards.
Yes,
I've been sort of going around for the last few weeks going, Mark Robertshaw.
Now where I have two issues with this, okay, and I think this is probably AI generated content in general. One is I was listening, we've got a guest pop person from America coming on called I haven't quite got her name, but it's Sari Shaw, and she's a big name in America, and she's coming on our podcast, and we've been starting to listen to the stuff, and when you listen to it, there's a genre now, a kind of very human thing of real dynamics and really strange dropouts that don't seem to follow any pattern, but it's really cool. And so I think there's that sort of decomposed, sort of destructed sort of piece of music writing, which I'm finding fascinating. The other is the sort of the poetic side of the song. Now, Kieran, when we think of famous names in songs like, Billie Jean, Ruby, 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 even Sarah by sort of Fleetwood Mac, Bob Dylan, when, what is it in Bob Dylan's mind or Leonard Cohen that makes him pick Suzanne as a name? And why wouldn't he pick Mark Robertshaw?
It's, it's probably, typically, don't they? Artists base things on what's happened in their lives, and then they adjust it to make it feel more lively or better. So probably, it was that he knew somebody called Susanna, and then while singing the song, made it into Susie. That's how the creative mind works. Who knows? I'm sure I'm completely wrong with that, and there'll be Bob Dylan fans and they will be shouting at me. I wanted to say in relation to this that my wife does singing lessons, and then literally last week
she
picked a song.
She's a great singer, Sam.
Yeah, she is a good singer. And so she was doing these lessons. And then last week she picked a song, and then her teacher basically used AI to play the song in 6 different styles. Wow. Ska and punk and soul and whatever. And then she sang along in those different styles to the one that she liked. And then they chose the track, and then they emailed the track as she's practicing to it. So again, there's so she's using it as a baseline for creativity. And I think right now, at least where we are, is that AI is a fantastic baseline. But if you listen carefully to what it's producing, it doesn't have that real spark of really fantastic songs. Like we know those songs by Bob Dylan and Fleetwood Mac and so on and so forth, because they have something unique to them, something fantastic to them. And I'm not sure that AI is going to do that. Although it might. We might end up rocking out to AI music and imagine that this human-based music is rubbish. I mean,
and Mark, on that point, we didn't actually hear all of it, did we? There's others.
Yes, exactly. I mean, the system that produced that song, we heard produced 5 alternatives, all in different styles, very much like Kieran's been explaining. I think it's what's really interesting with AI music is, and as it's the same actually with the concerns about using ChatGPT for writing essays at university, which often is a big hot topic at the moment. Yes. About whether you should or shouldn't. The one issue, and Kieran's alludes to this, is that AI is effectively recycling ideas. And there comes a point with where actually creativity will start to wane. And it's not that far down the line, actually, with AI, and you start to get the same things coming up and up again because it's recycling training data, as opposed to genuinely thinking outside the box for itself. And I think that's sort of your question was hinting at that. I think
it is absolutely, and because I think the lyrics actually were exhausted because I recognised a lot of the lyrics, don't you, Emily?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's really they've gone to your bio, on our website. So sort of after the wonder of like, oh, amazing, this is possible and so quickly, and it sounds a bit like a song.
Yes.
It's not really something I don't think any human would choose to write a song about. No offence, Mark.
No.
Because you are amazing. It's just sort of, you're reflecting on songs like Suzanne or, Leonard Cohen's kind of, it's really not about somebody reciting someone's CV. It's about, what it means to be in love, what it means to lose somebody, those sort of really deep human emotions that artists help us to understand. So, maybe some way to go.
Yes, thank you very much.